Howdy guys, so today we're finally installing the upper control arms, the Kryptonite ball joint, the Kryptonite tie rods, and center link on the LBZ today. Since I'm still running the stock wheel, the widest tire that they let you run on the stock ones with the Kryptonite parts is 11.5 inches wide, I believe, and these are 12.5s. So I'm having to put on these 1-inch spacers so that when we turn to full stop, the tire doesn't rub on the aftermarket upper control arms. But that's about the only thing. It should be fairly simple. Obviously, take your tire off, disconnect your ball joint from your knuckle, and then from these brackets here, put the new one on, put the new ball joint in, torque everything down, and that's that. And as far as the center link goes, obviously you need to remove the tie rods and then remove the center link from the pitman arm and that steering stabilizer there. So you disconnect the 18 right here, and then this one's a 21 on both sides. You don't have to screw this out. You can just like beat it out with the hammer once you get the nut off of the end of it. I had to disconnect the ABS sensor wire, and then obviously this brake line that bolts to this as well. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I went ahead and put these bushings and stuff in by using this little vise here. I can put the little grease zircs in here, fill that up, put it on the truck. One popped right off after getting those adjustment cam bolts out. The new one goes in like this with the Kryptonite facing to the front, or this little eyelet here facing towards the front. So this is basically what we ended up with. I'm sorry I couldn't really show much of the process. We got it so you can see the Kryptonite from the front on basically everything. When I was doing this bracket wasn't quite wide enough. Beat it with a hammer to widen it up, and one of the alignment pins came out. Obviously I haven't been able to find it. I just ordered some. They're not very expensive, and Kryptonite has some with the lifetime warranty and everything. But I marked these cams before I took them out, so I had a reference point of kind of where to put it before I take it to get aligned. These ball joints are torqued down to 22 foot-pounds. These adjustment bolts are 90 foot-pounds. Ball joint right here going into the knuckle is 46 foot-pounds. You're gonna want to bring these instructions in with these specifications and stuff, and I'm bringing these ones in as well just to show them which one's left-hand thread and everything, and then like how tight these should be. 200 foot-pounds. I did tighten the tie rods to 46 foot-pounds on each end and everything, and I ended up using the old center link and tie rod setup to sort of use as a reference point, and I assembled the new one next to it so that it was pretty close to being aligned the way that it was before we took this stuff off, just in order to get it down to the alignment shop in town.